Hi, Prachi. I was just
Hi.
introducing you.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah, Prachi, like I was telling the audience that you have been in the field since last 15 years and you
Yeah,
have clients all across the globe.
correct.
And plus, the best part about you is that you have a very holistic approach to this
Right,
entire thing.
correct.
Like they say, Dadi Ma ka nuska.
Absolutely, it works so well.
And the kitchen is the best pharmacy for all of
Right.
us.
I
All
absolutely
the
believe
answers,
that.
all the answers are in our kitchen.
All
So
issues can be resolved.
I
All
have been
issues.
following you since quite some time, and I always loved your work.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this in mind to get you here. But now I know the kind of reach I have. I know people will benefit so much from your knowledge.
Thanks, really appreciate.
So, Prachi, when we begin this, my first question to you is the most basic one. Could you tell us what bloating is? And because people are always confused about it. So,
Yeah.
could you just share a little about it?
So bloating simply when you feel like overfull after eating just like a small meal, that simply is the feeling of feeling bloated. Or if after a small meal your pants feel tighter,
Yeah,
near the abdomen there's a feeling of swelling. So that is
right,
bloating.
right.
So that is the feeling of bloating.
Okay. So, the next question for you is what are the possible causes for bloating?
So, see, even if two people have bloating, the causes might differ. Like,
Okay,
yes, so cruciferous vegetables for some, it could be the cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, cauliflower, they might cause bloating for some people. For some
okay.
people, yes, if there's lack of movement, there's
Hmm.
no movement throughout the day, that could cause bloating. For some, it could
Okay.
be some medications. If they're on some medication, that could also cause bloating. So the causes, there are a variety of causes which can affect it. And, you really need to look into it. What is actually the root cause of it?
All right.
Hmm.
Okay. And so the next question for you is being bloated and feeling gassy the same
Hmm.
thing?
It's
I mean,
very much interrelated because,
okay.
a particular food that you eat, if there's some
Right.
gas produced, that will cause feeling of fullness and, feeling bloated. So it's kind of interrelated. It's the gas which is causing bloating.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So, what are the foods that we should avoid if we are feeling bloated?
So there are a lot of foods which can cause bloating, like dairy products can cause bloating. So wheat. Wheat is really very hard to digest because it has a lot of gluten content right now. So better option would be to go for millets like jawar or bajra, ragi, amaranth. These are very easily digestible. So you can go for that. Also, going for a low fiber diet for at least some time because high fiber could cause bloating. So high fiber food should be avoided. Also,
So,
artificial sweet. Yes, please go on.
no. Continue. I'll ask you.
Okay. So artificial sweeteners like sorbitol and all, even they cause bloating. For
Okay.
some, lentils, beans are very, very heavy to digest. So what
Right.
I generally suggest is, whoever is suffering from bloating should maintain a food diary. They should track the foods which actually cause bloating, and then
Okay.
try to eliminate those and see if it works for them.
Right.
Because it's very different for everyone. For each and every individual, it's really different.
Right. So, how will a person find? Are you saying we have to maintain a diary to understand, like,
Yes,
what is
yes.
actually the root cause for us?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You keep noting down, and then you'll actually find which is actual food which caused it.
Right. Actually, that's a good idea. Keeping a
Yeah.
diary,
Hmm.
and yeah, it really will help. So, can stress also cause bloating?
Absolutely. Stress is the number one cause, I would say. So,
Oh,
stress, it increases the cortisol levels and which really affects all the digestion processes. All our energies are diverted towards, managing the stress. So, I would highly suggest, obviously it's not possible to prevent the day-to-day stress, which we all
right.
have. So you
Right.
should work on reducing it by either doing
Okay.
yoga or meditation or anything that calms the mind.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, stress is something, if that can be a root cause, so, but we can't avoid it. So maybe yoga would help or something
Yeah,
like that.
yoga helps a lot. Yes.
Okay. And could you suggest us some home remedies, like the gharelu nuskas?
Yeah.
So could you help us with that?
So, ginger, I think, is the number one go-to food it should be for all those who have digestive issues. It could be
Okay.
bloating or constipation or gas or anything. Ginger really, really works well. So it has natural enzymes which help to digest food. So
Okay.
it could be added to the salad and that can be had prior to the meal, which will help to digest the meal later. Or
Right.
ginger water can be had, post
Okay.
the meal. So that
Right.
really helps. So ginger is one of the foods. Lemon is a great digestive. You can just, so that is the reason why we add, lemon to dals and all, so that it's
Right.
easily digestible. Or lemon water half an hour before meals.
So
A lot of my
before
clients I
every meal.
suggest a lunch and dinner, especially like
Okay.
half an hour before meals. It really helps to digest the food.
So would you suggest like warm water with lemon ki normal water with
Yeah,
lemon?
lukewarm water with lemon works better.
Okay. Oh,
So
this is
that
actually
works
a very doable solution you've given us.
very, very doable, very easy. So it really helps a lot. Also,
Right.
carom seeds, that is ajwain. Either you can
Huh.
add it to your food or, just have it, the pink salt with ajwain. That is like the age-old remedy again. It
Oh
really
yeah.
works very well.
So ajwain, you said lemon water
Lemon,
and adrak.
ginger, yes.
Yeah. And
Also, one more is probiotics, like natural probiotics, like rice kanji.
okay.
So that would
Nice.
be the first thing in the morning. That really helps create a good diversity of good bacteria in your stomach. And
Okay.
basically, the bloating and gas is happening because there's a lot of bad bacteria. So you
Right.
need to change your gut microbiome to really correct this.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
um the next question for you is what are the other ways to debloat?
Yeah, other ways would be one is to be active throughout the day. Like even if you exercise one part of the day and the other part of the day you are totally inactive, it doesn't work. You need to have a lot of movement even throughout the day. That helps a lot. Cutting down on salt intake because salt absorbs water and it causes water retention. So
Right.
once people will cut out salt or packaged foods which have a lot of salt, that
Right.
works very well.
Okay.
Then yoga, doing yoga exercises and stretches, that helps a lot.
Right. But then I have a question for what about those people who have office hours, like they really don't get to move, they have to sit throughout the
Hmm.
day.
Hmm,
So
hmm,
what
hmm.
about them then? I mean, because they can't exercise. So,
So at least they
uh,
should make a conscious effort to move from their seat every hour. If not every hour, every
okay.
1.5 hours. At least just move about, walk about the office at least. So there should be some
Right.
movement. Yes.
Got it. No,
Hmm.
actually, that's right.
Hmm.
So this is the last question that I have from the audience. But if you people have any questions, please start posting them so we can ask Prachi to answer a few for us. So please ask away if you all have any questions. So Prachi, the last question for you is how to prevent bloating before the menstrual cycle. That is one of the most common questions I've got from so many women. I can't even ask you.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
so. I mean, if you could help us with this.
Yes. So Obviously before the menstrual cycle, the hormonal changes, affects all this. So one thing is salt definitely helps, cutting down on salt. That
Right.
helps a lot. And the
Okay.
second thing is black raisins, soaked black raisins with saffron. If
Okay.
all the women can consume it 1 week prior to the menstrual cycle, it really
Okay.
helps to, avoid all the constipation and gas and bloating and things like that.
Right.
So that really helps.
So cutting down salt, you said,
Yes, cutting down
mainly.
salt mainly and black raisins. So basically, constipation is also one of the major causes of bloating.
Totally. Yeah.
So once you clear that out, you'll feel better.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's true actually. So
Yeah,
I think you have answered all our questions so well. I have a list of them with me, and I mean, thank you so much for joining this and sharing this with the audience. I'm sure they all will be coming back to watch it and take those tips that you've shared with us.
sure.
Thank you. So, anything, Prachi, that you would like to say?
Yeah, I would really like to say that, whatever lifestyle changes everyone can make at home, the small little changes go a very long way. We don't really need to make drastic changes, but those small little changes will help in